Howdy, I'm Lisa Beyer, master's degree candidate in the College of Education and Human Development at Texas A&M University. Earning a master's degree from Texas A&M is a milestone moment in my life, as it represents the completion of a dream that I thought had been lost. In 1999, I was hired by Texas A&M's Department of Residence Life as the Residence Hall Director at the Fowler, Hughes, and Keithley Complex. At that time, my intention was to spend a semester or so getting to know my job responsibilities, learning more about the campus, and then to begin a master's degree program. Just 5 months into my new job, tragedy would strike the university with the collapse of the 99 bonfire stack. My residents were on stack at the time of the collapse. I spent the following year consumed with the needs of my residents, encouraging them to go to the counseling center, asking them to express their feelings of guilt, of survivor's guilt, dealing with grief, and trying to help them remember the value of their pursuit of higher education. As my second year of employment came to a close, I found myself in a state of internal conflict. My heart was with the students and their desire to keep the fire burning, while my head knew that from a risk management perspective, Bonfire could no longer continue as a university-sanctioned event. Ultimately, I made the decision to leave my position at the university and I returned to public school teaching, which is where I've been for the past 17 years or so. A few years ago, I moved out of the classroom and into the role of campus instructional coach. It was at this time that my supervisor started encouraging me to get a master's degree. She had visions of me entering the administration level, and she knew that an advanced degree and an administrator certificate were prerequisites to move up. I, on the other hand, had a slightly different plan. I actually saw myself working in the Instructional Support Center, working in the Staff Development Office with the responsibility of designing and creating the district staff development. Now, working in the Staff Development Office would still require me to have a master's degree and an administrator certificate, so this meant it was inevitable I was going to have to get that master's degree. As a wife, mom, and full-time employee, I figured it made the most sense for me to look at degree programs that I could do online. I began my internet research, comparing different schools, comparing different programs, but I kept coming back to Texas A&M. I guess there was a part of me that felt like I had unfinished business at the university, that somehow completing my degree at A&M would finally help to heal that wound from 1999. As I was looking online at the Masters of Education application requirements, I stumbled across the EHRD program. This program excited me. While the MED program felt like something I was supposed to be doing, the EHRD program felt more like something I really wanted to do. In looking at all the time and the financial resources I would have to put into getting a master's degree, I thought it made a whole lot more sense for me to go with a program that really got me excited. I began this educational adventure in January of 2016. And while I thought I would complete this degree in a short 2 years, I'm actually quite glad I took a little slower process, slowed down the pace, and took a little longer to finish the degree. In the semesters in which I took 6 credit hours with a full-time job and a family, I was often very stressed. While the semesters in which I only took 3 hours, they were a much more enjoyable journey. I really felt like I got time to really reflect on what I was learning and really apply it to my current job. Throughout this program, I actually had the opportunity to do some actual traveling. So as you explore my digital portfolio, reading the reflections on how I changed and grew through the program, I also invite you to enjoy some of the pictures that I took on my travels. Some of those travels included places like Australia, Key West, Hawaii, and Mexico. I have to admit that working on statistics on the lanai in Hawaii was probably a bit more enjoyable than working on it in my living room. I chose Google Sites as the platform for this website. My school district and where I currently work is a Google school, and so I felt that learning how to use Google Sites was going to actually benefit me in my current job. This website creation was fairly simple in the fact that if you selected a theme on Google Sites, it was applied across the entire website. So a couple of days later, if you changed your mind and wanted to go with a different theme, it again was applied across the website. So it prevented me from needing to go into every single page making changes. The program was also very intuitive in the fact that if I created a navigation button and sized that button, then every button I created after that was automatically sized and positioned in the same manner. So this intuitiveness really helped create a very clean, streamlined, uniform look across the website, but it also made the program a little less creative. I was kind of surprised that some of the features I was not allowed to change were font colors or font sizes, so it was very limiting in the aesthetics section of creativity. And as an online scrapbooker, I really kind of wanted to work just like digital scrapbooking did. As you look to navigate through this program, it's pretty simple too. If you look up into your right-hand corner, there's a menu bar, and you're currently on your my home screen actually. So if you look next to the home screen, you should see 3 more headings, and those headings are embarking on a new adventure, learning the language, and new horizons. If you're not seeing all 3 headings, you'll need to click on the More tab, and that's going to reveal the other headings as drop-down menus. If you're using a mobile device to view this website, you're actually going to see the menu as 3 lines in the upper left-hand corner next to the A&M logo. When you click on Embarking on a New Adventure, you're going to be taken to the site where I have my letter of intent that I submitted with my application to graduate school. Also on this page is my current resume. Learning the Language tab, that's going to highlight the coursework that was most instrumental for increasing my knowledge and understanding of the field and of EHRD. These courses not only gave me foundational understanding in theory, but they also increased my content knowledge, and they literally taught me the language of EHRD. In the public school system, we might use phrases like new teacher induction, but in EHRD terms, that same activity would be known as employee onboarding. So learning the language was the first obstacle I had to overcome in order to create understanding from the coursework. Finally, the New Horizons tab. This section is going to showcase coursework that literally changed the way my thought process worked. They changed my way of thinking. Assignments in this section helped me to see the world in a different way, expanded my view of diversity, my understanding of positionality, and increased my personal responsibility for creating positive change in the environment in which I work. Please take some time to explore our website. Use the contact information if you'd like to contact me for any further information. I hope you enjoy this journey as much as I did. Thanks, Gig 'em.